Hello everyone, this is Jutta from Creativity Engineering, and I'm very happy that I have Martin on my side now here at my side to speak to him about the Gallup Strength Finder. So thank you, Martin, for being available, for asking me questions about this assessment that we want to know more about.
That's fine. Happy to help. Glad to be here.
So I was discussing with my group of students in the creativity engineering class, how team building works, and we got through the theories that are there, but came to the realization that it's really important to know about yourself.
Yeah.
And to know how to best use your skills and talents. So that's why, and the reason also how I met you, to find out about my own strengths, and I think this is really, really beneficial for anyone actually out there to know that. So can you tell us a little bit more about it?
Yeah, sure. I was first introduced to the Gallup Strength Finder while I was working in a corporate organisation in a communication role, global communication role. And when I took the assessment and I looked at it, I was a little bit shocked that the word communication didn't come up as one of my strengths. And it turned out, like most people, our talents get buried in the weight of work we have to do and kind of the direction we find ourselves going in rather than following our true passions. And that book and that assessment actually changed my life. And I now moved from an internal communications role for a global organization into a self-employed coach, because everything in the report shouted at me, coach. And if I thought about it, those opportunities had passed me by all the way along my career, but I'd never taken them until I took this assessment. So it can be life-changing.
Yeah, so especially when you're at the beginning of your career, like my students might be, even though they already have work experience, I think this is really, really beneficial for them. So can you give us maybe some parameters about the assessment? What does it really do? Why would you recommend anyone to do it?
Well, the whole assessment was built from Don Clifton, who'd studied psychology back in the day, and the Gallup organisation is now owned by the Clifton family. And Don looked after his psychology degree about how to help people, and all the books that were out there at the time were about fixing what's wrong rather than helping people do more with what they are good at. Now for me, I know that I'm not a particularly good planner. This may horrify a lot of you out there, but I don't do planning very well, and I don't do it in detail. And in fact, I went on maybe 3 week-long courses to learn how to plan projects while I was in corporate organizations, because I needed to plan projects. And I went from being dreadful to really bad, because it's just not a talent. So it doesn't matter how much effort you put on something you're just no good at or don't have energy for. You can spend a huge amount of money and time developing something and not getting very far. But if you focus on what you are good at, wow, the improvements are astonishing. So that's really why I would ask people to take the assessment, find out what they truly are good at, and then excel in that area.
That's perfect. That is, again, leading to our topic of team building. So if you know what you're not good at, then you should better look for a person who complements you in those strengths, and then you can be like the dream team together.
Absolutely. There used to be a calling for everyone to be a rounded person, but really what's really crucial in team building is to be an expert and have lots of experts in the team so that you complement each other, and the team becomes rounded, and then the team can pull together rather than having lots of people who are good at everything but not so brilliantly. You now have lots of people who are really good at their thing, and as together they can make a team that really rocks.
Perfect.
But the other thing is, in terms of the data that Gallup have come out with, they recognise that people who work in their strengths and work to their strengths are not only much more engaged at work, but they do more. They just love it because they are able to express themselves through their strengths. They do more, they give more, they're happier at work, they're pleased to be there, they tell others what a wonderful place they're working in, all sorts of parameters about actually enjoying life. Isn't that what it's about?
Yeah. Well, actually, I would have wished to have run into you like 20 years ago and not now, but that's a different point to discuss. Okay, so I think we can package something together, like the assessment and some explanations and interpretations from your side that we can offer you then, right?
Certainly can. Look forward to doing that.
Okay. So thank you very much, and look forward to having you in this assessment, in this special package that Martin is willing to offer us.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.